I would like to share with you the experiences I had this week with my faith with God. It has been, pardon me, 4 months since my wreck, and that's when God saved my life. He physically put his hand on me and held me in that car as I wrecked, and I will never forget that experience for the rest of my life. This week, there has been three different times when God saved me, not like in big ways, but yeah, in some pretty significant ways. Monday, I was headed to my car with my hands full, and I was telling myself repeatedly, don't leave your wallet on top of the car. Remember to get your wallet from the top of the car. I get in the car and go to work all day long. I didn't think about that wallet. After work, I drove my coworker to the next town over to take her to her boyfriend's work and came home the next day. I was missing the wallet, and I went to work and I couldn't find the wallet. And about right before I was going to go home, this lady comes in the store and says, I found this wallet on top of that white car outside. Is someone missing it? And so God allowed that wallet not to fall off the car so I could find it. A miracle. Okay, when was it? Friday. I was going to get ready for this farmer's market sale I was going to Saturday. I was running all over the town of Bristow, and I went to the little bulk ice place. And I put my money in and hit bulk ice, I think twice. And I was sitting there waiting for the ice, and the lady beside me said, would you like me to hit the button for you? And I said, oh, I already did. And she said, that was bulk ice. I said, whew, thank goodness it didn't come out, because I didn't have an ice chest. And so she hits the button and there's the ice. Thank you, God, again. And then the third time that he saved me this week was yesterday. I came home from the market and I was looking at my sunflower seedlings and they really needed water bad. I was so tired. I didn't have it in me at that moment. And I said, well, I'll water them later. And lo and behold, I forget about it. Later on, about 10 p.m., I walk outside and it had rained. I mean, not a really hard rain, but just enough to water those sunflowers in so they wouldn't die. When I first saw the sunflowers, I was like, oh my gosh, I got, all the things. Oh my gosh, I got it. Oh, so much. And I thought, no, don't be like that. I was like, I'll just get it later. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm not going to be overwhelmed. And so when I walked out later and it had rained, I was just so thankful to God that He cares enough about the little things in my life to show up in those ways. Because I'm telling you, I have been drawing closer to God and He's been drawing closer to me in the last, I would say, 8, 9, 10 months. I've really been dependent on Him. And ever since the wreck, when He showed me how much He loved me enough to save my life when I had tried to destroy it so many times, especially in that wreck, that His love for me totally changed my heart. I have been sober for 4 months, and if you go back through my Facebook, you will see so many times where I posted my sober counter and I'd have a month, 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, 3 days, all these things. I kept trying to get sober and stop consuming alcohol. And it had been real hard for me my whole life because my whole family had drank. My dad had drank. My grandpas had drank. Uncles that drank. Everyone in my life just drank alcohol. And so it was just a way of life for me. But since that wreck and He saved my life, I have been sober and I've actually found a new way to live. Like, I'm not the same person I was then. It seems to me like I'm becoming more of the person that God meant me to be, because the thing that He was trying to remove from my life is gone now. And I can enjoy my hobbies that I love to do. I like making soap. I like making jelly. I love going to the farmers markets and things like that. So when the substance was removed from my life, there is more of God that showed up. And through Him is showing more of who Marlena really is. And I'm kind of finding myself in this new era of life. And I love it, you guys. I love it. I love it so much. I'm able to do the things I want to do because I'm not chained to bonds that are wrapped around my feet that won't let me go but so far. Since those chains have been removed from my feet, from the power of God through me, I'm able to do the things that I want to do and not be captive, not be a prisoner in my own body, which that had been the worst experience for me, because when I was using alcohol, I wasn't myself. I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. And there was so much restriction on my life. And since that has been removed, I'm just so thankful that I can enjoy my life in a different way. And I'm not saying that this getting sober thing has been easy, because it's not. And every day I still struggle, not with wanting to drink, because I was just in front of the liquor store yesterday and I had to go in there a few times because that's where the farmer's market was. I did not think about picking up one of those bottles. I did not think about drinking. I just handled my business and went on about my life. And last week I went to the convenience store to get some pizza and a soda, and I walked right in. No, a refill on water. I refilled my water. I got my pizza. I did not look at those beer doors. I did not even think about it. And I didn't realize I hadn't thought about it until I had the next day, when I was replaying that day's events in my mind. And so what I'm really saying is, if you lean on God, He's going to lean into you and give you the strength that you need to conquer whatever it is you need to conquer in your own life. He will be there for you. And you can change, even no longer how long it's been that you've had these little hiccups or hang-ups in your life. He can come in and remove everything from your life that you need removed, if you just depend on Him. Stay strong. Be brave, you guys. I know that if I can change my life and stop this horrendous hurt that has happened, that I've done, to myself through the things and actions that I've done, He can save you. He can change your life from anything you're going through. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday.